Hello everyone. Well, they made this sword more limp than a rotted banana. It is now completely useless. Unless you want to use up all of your FP every time you want to swing this thing. It is ridiculous. Pretty much what they did was they made it so the FP cost is way more than what it should be. And, on top of it, they have the attack points. So now it has more limp than a rotten banana. And we'll go do a little show off of how crappy this is now. Still going to take out these guys. It's a +6, but it's not even close to what he used to do. Full 800. And look at all the FP it used up. Only 246 for that. That is terrible. But now we're going to switch, and he used up all my FP just to do those 2 attacks. Yeah. But I'm going to show you today a couple new different weapons to use in its place. Because now we obviously need something that's actually going to work. I don't know why I did that. That was dumb of me. But they've also nerfed a bunch of these weapons. This thing bleeds you out like crazy. And it uses up a lot less FP than the other one. And then for the other sword that I'm going to show you how to get. Go to sleep. Sleepy time. That awesome little sleep animation on. And once again, a lot less SP than this other one. From the old Limpy Lumpy. So, I'm going to show you how to get those in today's episode. Because they're going to get you a lot more actual stagger on things and be able to take them down still. Yeah. I'm still kind of annoyed that they decided to completely nerf my favorite sword because a bunch of little PvP people decided to complain. Ew, it killed me. Ew, it killed me. Who cares? So this is now useless. Switching to this and this. All you gotta do is make your way to the Church of America, third church, and run behind it again. And if you take a right up this hill, you'll see an air pocket. And this is what's going to get us to our sleepy weapon. Take a leap, and towards the wolves, go to the right. It's easier to just walk up there than jump. But I was just jumping around for this part. And then run up to the next air pocket. Might take a couple tries because it's a little offset. And then on up the hill. Don't go all the way to the left. If you do hit that church over there, you will be attacked or invaded. So if you want to be invaded, go for it. It's a pretty big sword that you get if you win. But if you're just looking to go get this sleepy weapon, just kind of go around the side. And that'll make us to our first little grace in Caled. And right down there is where we need to get the sword. On down the hill. And then jump off the rocks when you see a short enough area so you don't just fall off and die. Oh, and sorry if I sound a little funky. I've been kind of sick the last couple days. Yeah, but they completely ruined my favorite weapon. So I had to find some new stuff to work with. I'm going to have to power them up. But there is a bright side to this. Oh yeah, you'll also need a stone key, so if you don't have one, grab one before you get over here. And then there'll just be a chest at the bottom of this hill. Yeah, but the level up that we have will be useful for a staff that's at the end. So, it's a pretty cool staff. It's a faith and intelligence staff, so just use it when you get to that. So the scaling's still going to be okay. If you still want to use Intent Faith. Oh, and the Bleedy Sword, we're going to get last. Because first we want to get something else that was also nerfed. Which was the Ice Stomp. Which is off to the left of the mansion from my Easy OP video. So if you've seen the Easy OP video, then you'll notice most of these places that I'm dropping at. So watch that one, and this will get you to the new locations for the weapons that we're going for. Instead of just going for my normal weapon, which is now nerfed to the point of unusability. It uses up all your magic for like a quarter of the attack power. And then just find a place to stand where the bug is going to be running around in circles. And then when it comes around, just give it a quick flame. Flame will still kill it. It still does 800 and something damage to 900 and something damage. So, but make sure you have full FP because it will use it up for you. Yeah, but this sword is now like kind of limp. Oh, and they also took away range on the Sword of Night and Flame too, so you have to like really close now just to hit anything. Yeah, there's our weapon. Well, our stomp. Add that to any weapon, like the mace, Morning Star you could add it to, or you could add it to an axe. The axe that you get as your starter weapon. Any starter weapon will do. You're just going to need it for a couple seconds just for this next part, which will be down here at the lake. Now we're going to go for our bleed weapon. This bleed weapon is like way better than any other of the other starter bleed weapons, but it's annoying to get because of what you have to take down for it as an invader. But it's a good way to start out with your bleed. So instead of doing what we usually do, and just kind of follow my path and we'll get down there to where we need to be. And when you get kicked off the horse, that's when you know you're going to be invaded. But pretty much, my other OP video is still relevant for the most part. It just, you can skip past the part about the getting the Sword of Night and Flame now. But you can still do everything else to, level up to the right amounts and everything for these other weapons. Yeah, this is the area where I died because I tried to use my Sword of Night and Flame against him and it didn't work at all. And then I thought, well, why not? This is where I started using the Ice Stomp. Ice Stomp keeps him pretty good distance from you while you're trying to kill him, because if you keep him a good distance, then he has less of a chance to actually hit you with his bleed weapons. And then when the other finger guy comes in to help you out, it's even better because he'll keep getting distracted while you're hitting him with ice randomly. Just got to keep an eye on him because he rolls a lot. And the ice doesn't use up as much FP as a lot of the other stuff does. So he's still doing pretty decent down damage, but it's just, it used to do like easy 500-600 every time you stomp. Now it does like 3. It's half, but still works. And it also staggers them quite a bit of times too. So it's good to have as a just in case item. Just throw it on like one of your starter items, just so you have that little extra oomph at the beginning. But all these locations are on my Easy OP video, and then also the locations for these weapons are on this one, just because now I have to replace the Sword of Night and Flame with something. Yeah, but apparently the reason that it was nerfed was a bunch of PvP people got very angry about dying to it too much. They just all complained over and over again, and they got the nice swords nerfed. All of these awesome items nerfed. Luckily, they left sleep and bleed alone, so that's the reason we want to go for a sleep and a bleed item now. There we go, nag down, and you get one of his daggers. There is a way to get a second one, but you need a friend for it. And you have to have somebody that wants to give it up to you. Well, that's pretty much the gist of this. Thanks for watching. Have a good one out there. Please like and subscribe.